So, what exactly indexer is and when to use indexer, and overall the working of indexer and how indexer is differ from properties, and finally, in project level, the implementation of indexer. So, just think technically, what is indexer? What is the use of the indexer? When you go for making a properties, so overall properties is just meant for bind the private variable we support encapsulation, and by the properties we can go for achieving the one kind of validation of project, validation in a project, presentation layer gives a record to business logic layer, and business logic layer applies some validation, then they go for calling the data access layer. So by the properties we can go for accessing the private variable, but condition is a variable should be of your instance variable or static variable. So properties allow to access two kinds of variable. Properties allow to access either instance variable or the member variable, sorry, static variable. No. So properties allows to access the instance variable known as member variable and next called static variable. So what exactly indexer is? Now think for first properties. I said, recall my last example, class HR and class applicant. HR class wants to communicate to applicant class to access the information. The HR class is creating an object of applicant class to access the age, qualification, skills. So HR class is meant for accessing a multiple information of your applicant class. Then they can go for once he's satisfied with the skills, with the experience, as matched with the business logic of the organization, as requirement for the project in organization. If criteria match, then HR can forward a resume, forward this object to, or give this object to the technical person. Then we can go for fix an interview time for this applicant. This is how we retain the state from one layer to other layer is called properties. Now, just think technically. HR class wants to access the multiple informations of the applicant class. Obviously, not only name is required or age required. There are several information, the last job, last salary, which company you work there, your total experience. So he wants to access or she wants to access the multiple information of the applicant class. So what applicant class does? He makes one class, he makes applicant class, and he makes class according to HR and HR according to technical person. So class technical person. Now, then you can go for interview schedule. So applicant class provides some information for the HR class, name, age, qualification, skills. All are basically private variables. All are private variables. And for every private variable, she makes a properties or he makes a properties. So one property, one wrapper for the private variable, second property, wrapper for the second private variable. Overall, properties can bind single private variable. Okay. So if HR class wants to access the five informations about the applicant, so applicant class, what it does, he makes five variables and five properties. So overall, properties can bind single private variable. Don't you think HR class, when she will go for or he will go for creating the instance of applicant class and object dot, he is getting all the list of properties. List of properties. Its properties are really good when you want to bind the variable of two types, instance variable known as member variable or, or static variable. But if a class is carrying several private variables, don't you think properties, making the properties as a cumbersome, as a tedious process, as a lengthy process because you have to map one variable, one variable at time, at a one time with the properties. So overall, there is a indexer is just enhancement of properties. It's just enhancement of properties. Or indexer is just an idea taken from the properties. Okay, okay. Indexer is basically array of properties. It's just an array of properties. Means Sandeep, in properties can bind one variable, second variable, so on. Indexer is an array of properties. What do you mean? By single indexer, we can access multiple private variables. Okay, okay. By indexer, we can access multiple private variable. The reason is I have made the properties as an array, or you can say array of properties. Just think in background. I want to prepare three items for any X person. Why I purchase three tiffin box or lunch box? What you say? Can't you have bigger container as a lunch box? First section for chapati, second section for your rice, and third for any curd and all or sabji and all vegetable. It's an indexer. Otherwise, you require three properties, three lunch box. There is no section at all. There is no coordinate geometry at all. There is no matrix at all. There is no section at all. Single lunch box, and how you can bind multiple items in a single section. Okay, okay. Have you seen the session? Yes, sir. Session. Square bracket close. Is it an array? No, sir. So it's an array. Sorry, it's an array. So I can in double quotes, I can go for ID. I can assign the 101. I can go for double quotes. I can without double quotes. I can also go 0. Session is indexer. Have you seen the data set? Is a collection of table. Take one table in data set. I want to access first column, second column, third column. Take an example. Data set dot tables, again a square bracket, dot rows 0 and column. I can give column name or I can give a 0. So 0 represent first column, or I can write 0 second square bracket. I can write a column name. Okay. So what do you mean to say? Look at this container given in .NET. They support indexer. The session is a indexer. It is array of properties. Dataset is a collection of table. If you want to access any particular column from dataset, what you will write? Tell me. Dataset dot tables 0. Okay, I can give 0 or I can give in double quotes the table name. So indexer can overload. Okay, second point. Indexer can overload. Indexer can be overloaded. It supports overloading. It means we can access any particular column available in dataset by two ways. Dataset dot tables square bracket, either table name or 0 as a indexer, as an index, sorry, dot rows, first coordinate, and then first column, first row, 0, and this one is called column. I can give the column name, I can write in square bracket 0, 0 represents first column, first row, first column, as a coordinate geometry. So, what should I say the interviewer, sir? Or even to myself, what should I say? What is indexer? So first of all, indexer is closer to and very close to the properties. You can't segregate or separate the indexer from the properties. It's just an enhancement. Because when you design a class and when you have taken several private variables, so you have to make a multiple properties within a class. So one property can bind one properties can bind a single private variable. But if I say HR wants to access the multiple variables of HR wants to access the multiple private variables of a class, then applicant has to make a multiple properties. So one property can bind one private variable. Why not we can make an indexer? So indexer is a array of properties. So by the single indexer, we can access the multiple private variables using array of properties. So indexer internally using the array of properties. So indexer uses internally array of properties. Indexer uses internally array of properties, and by single indexer, we can access multiple private variables using internally as an array of properties. Okay. And the best example is the lunch box. I just told you as a tiffin box. So you give me one big container along with this section, along with the indexer. I can 0, I can go for 2, and I can mention the items. Now, live example, Sandeep, a session, a square bracket, or session in double quotes the variable name. Okay. So first benefit of indexer over properties. Indexer is meant for accessing multiple private variables due to array of properties. Second, indexer can be overloaded. I can access any particular column by either coordinate geometry representation, or I can write a column name in double quotes. Okay, okay. One major difference between your properties and indexer is indexer, third point is most important. Indexer can go for accessing only the stance value. Okay. Indexer never access. Indexer is never meant for making the array of properties for the static variable. Oh yes, that's the most important point. Indexer is never meant for accessing the static variable as array of properties. So indexer is meant for accessing only stance variable using the array of properties. The reason is indexer can access by object dot. Indexer can be accessed by the object. I mean not object dot, object is square bracket, square bracket. This is the representation of your indexer. Object, then your subscript, object, your subscript. And under this we have the array of properties. And when there is an object involved, there is no involvement of a static variable because the static variable we can access by the class name, not by the object name. Okay. So I should not forget three major points if someone asks me when to go for the indexer and if you get a chance to work in project level, when you will go for indexer. I have even told you the inbuilt indexers are dataset, SQL data reader, session, MVC, viewbag. They support indexer. So come to interview. It's just a rehearsal by Sandeep Karam. Now come to interview. Sandeep, yes sir. What is an indexer? So I want time for this topic, this question. I want time for explanation. Will you allow? Okay, carry on. So when we design the class in C#, class can have multiple types of variable and variables should not be public. This is because I want to make a wrapper for the private variable. And private variable always be of instance type or static type, not basically as a other types accessing by the properties. Properties says I am meant for accessing the instance variable as well as a static variable. No static read-only variable, no instance read-only variable, and no constant variable. Okay. So I can bind the properties with the instance variable. I can bind the properties with the static variable using a static properties. Okay, okay. So properties can be static. Yes, properties can be static if you have a static variable. Okay, okay. And if you have an indexer, if you have instance variable, you make a normal properties which can access by the object dot properties. But sir, when we write a class, we have several variables or private one, several variables. So properties can bind single private variable, whereas indexer can bind multiple private variable. Multiple private variables, the reason is we have the concept of array of properties. So indexer is a smart field, it just array of properties to bind multiple private variables. But sir, the major difference between indexer and properties, indexer can be overloaded. Best example called session. So I can use session by two ways, by subscript 0 or 1 or 2, or I can use in double quotes the variable name. Second best example, data set. I want to access any particular column. So data set dot tables, row 0, column 0. If I don't go for column name, I can go column 0, row 0, 0. As a coordinate geometry, it becomes the first row, first column. If I go for one, then Sandeep, first row, second column. More meaningful is write in double quotes column. Okay, so indexer can be overloaded. True. Third, most important point, sir, indexer is meant for accessing the stance variable, no any other variable, no any others variable we can access by the index except stance variable. Okay, okay. Because indexer always represent by this. And if there is a this, there is a involvement of object as a square block. This refer an object. So this can represent to my current object, or internally I refer the object by this. I'm a Sandeep Karan. I can't say it's a Sandeep Karan mobile. Have you gone mad, sir? Say this is my mobile. This is my marker. Don't don't say it's a Sandeep Karan mobile. Sorry. So you represent yourself by the this, not by the name. Okay, okay, okay. So every object himself represent as a this. Okay. So this is all about the indexer. So when you write a class, can I show you some applicant class? Applicant class. So he has taken four variables and four properties. It's a best practice, properties and variable one-to-one relation. One get and one set. So one set means as a pair, set can assign data to this private variable or get can go for accessing the private variable data. Second properties, again get and set. Oh. So we have to involve multiple get and multiple set for several private variables. Then properties, really it can be cumbersome and tedious process. But we can shift to the indexer, which can act as a array of properties. So one get, one set can go for accessing multiple private variables if you go for array of properties. That's why indexer is said to be a smart field. A smart field. Any program? No. First, I believe in concepts, then I can go for program. You can refer any channel or any website, you can see the programs. First, I believe in concepts. If concepts is clear, you can make 1,000 of programs. Okay, sorry, sir. So understand the concept, three major concepts. So one get, one set can access multiple private variables. How this could be done? Definitely by array. So there is an involvement of array when you go for indexer. Okay. Second, indexer always represent by this, and this refer to object. That's why object dot on instance variable is possible and instance read only. By read only, there is no chance at all. Indexer can be overloaded because we can access by this subscript value called 012, or I can access by the column name or the variable, any nickname I can give, room number, something like room number 2, something like. So this is all about the indexer.